before we signed, we had to go and do medical.
Welcome guys, welcome to channel. This is your boy Sunny. If you are new, please like, comment and share and subscribe.
Your name, sir?
Sunny.
Christian Bangkok. All looking almost same.
Okay. Sunny there. Yeah, that's mine.
Ako Sony Garan.
Yes.
Sister G is coming. Sister told me get it dog. No problem. Put that on the door. Inside. Put the lid. Hold tight. What? Dr. Morris?
No, two patient or vitals.
Just I'm checking doctor.
You will go for
Take a deep breath. I will check because now is so good. There is set there. I will put this one inside. Patient Amir. Patient Amir. Sit, sir. I will stick bandage. Don't go. You have ECG also.
Okay.
Here. Just one. Where is Amir? Thank you so much. Just wait with him. Huh?
No.
No need. You want one more?
Relax. Relax. Why? He will put another thing over it.
Just 4 seconds, then you take 1 minute.
The guy said he wants from the starting to the end.
You took 1,000 photo. You want to go? But what I did. This guy black. Not black.
Why are you talking badly, man?
Stay there and do the thing. I see you black and then it's not here.
Christian.
This one and put down for the heart. The heart beat.
God. Also black out, right?
Take a picture now.
The picture, if he takes screenshots during the recording, I don't know why they disturb.
Day back. Yeah, the person will be small. So go forward.
Sound like this. Sound like this. How did you do something? You need to work out one down.
You see picture. Say this one small. See where I'm small.
No, this one now, if you want to stand, you will come out all those.
What?
Like this.
If you day forward, look at the way I snap it. Snap. See it.
Sorry, it's not me like this. We want that.
No, take pictures, huh?
Have you got your time?
Take pictures.
No. You pay, I will take.
I sorry.
God
See this blood, I look. Not blood. Look at blood.
my hand on the thing.
Sister G is there is patient, huh? Yes.
The other one remove. Just remove. Blood today. You can remove it.
Let me first take photo first.
Photo. Okay.
Okay.
No problem. Yes, much.
He's taking photo.
Too much black. Hey guys, how you guys doing? I hope everyone is doing fine, and it's been a long week, long 2 weeks, so a lot has been going on. Had stopped uploading because pretty much just there have not been too much that was going on, but again, the one that was going on, I just wanted to bring it all together as one and bring it to you guys here today. So straight to the talking. After the last 1.5 weeks, for a while we were on trial with the club. Yes, the team had to make the final list of the players that were supposed to be registered for the 2021 season, and I was among those people that the coach had selected to be registered for the 2021 season. So after we all submitted in our documents and all this stuff, because obviously the team there were like some professional players that the club had brought from outside, so they registered I think before us or something, I'm not sure, but we that were on trial, I think we were about 10 or something, yeah. So while we registered, we had, before we signed, we had to go and do medical. So the medical was in the 5 p.m. after 5 p.m. So we went and did medical, and after the medical test, this is the story that happened, that followed next. So the coach in the morning around 10 texted me saying that, hey Sunny, the secretary told him that I failed the medical because they checked the test that I did. There was, they found out my blood had certain sort of sickness, okay, so it did not allow them to register me. But they said if I still wanted to confirm, I would still go back and I'd go back to the clinic and reconfirm to check again for the second time. So I went back, the results came out pretty much the same thing. I was still positive. So on coming back, yeah, so on coming back, I asked the secretary if I could go do the test in another clinic, and he said yes, you can go to a different clinic, do the medical test there, and then send us the results. If it comes out negative, definitely you're going to register. So I went to the clinic, the results took forever to come back, and he wanted me to submit in latest 5 p.m. and 5 p.m. that was the deadline. So by 5 p.m. after training at 10 I passed the clinic, the results were still not out. So it just had not it just did not happen. So technically I was out now because it was already past 5. So the coach texted me, was like, hey Sunny, very unfortunate, there's nothing we can do, but if you can go treat yourself, because the sickness can only stay in your blood for 6 months, and I'm not sure when I got it, so it might be like 5 months ago or something, and then it can go. So in January I can still go back and sign with the team if I'm healthy. But in the meantime, what am I going to be doing? I can't just be sitting at home and wait. Yes, I can stay, do personal training, etc. But I don't know. It was hard, but it didn't really hit me that much. To be honest, it did not really hit me so much that I'd be like, ooh, I mean, it just told me and I understood. So yeah, it hasn't hit me so much because at least I know what failed me was out of my control. It was not because I wasn't good for the team or whatsoever, but just things that were not in my control. And this is like just football generally. The coach just he really talked to me a lot and tried to, when I digested everything he said, it made sense, you know. He told me how he almost quit at some point in his career or whatever, but when the worst happened, the next step was a better thing. So in my head I was like, yeah, it's okay, it's not the end of the world, and the sickness is not so serious. It's only in the UAE that it's not allowed for you to play in with that, but he told me elsewhere it is okay, you can play. Even at the clinics, when I asked, they say it's only UAE you cannot, but in other countries it's less important. So I accepted it, and also I was not the only player that failed the trial, the medical. 2 other professionals that came from outside failed the medical, and they had to be flown back to where they came from. So, and they had now to bring back two other players that were on trial that did not make it. They had to bring them back to replace these guys. So you can see on one end it was bad luck to me, but on the other side, the other players that thought they were out of the team, bam, it just happened to them. So you can never know. At one point you're in, and the other point you're out, you know. So like, I mean, you can't really like be 100% guaranteed of anything, or like lose hope, you know. It's just keeping strong, stay motivated. If it was really meant to happen, it would have happened. If that was how it's supposed to be, that's why I'm not like bothered or something. It was meant to be that way, it would have been that way. But it was just, there were different plans. Fate had different plans for me, and I'm accepting everything the way it is. Still going to keep grinding. Meantime, I do not know what next. For sure, I do not know what next. But yeah, in the coming days, I would have made up my decision where to go, whether to stay here and treat myself until January and sign. Because the coach was like, if you can still okay in January, you could still come back and sign with us, or you can still go sign elsewhere. And for sure, 100%, I would have loved to go back to that team, because I really connected well with the coaches, all the players who I was with on trial. You know, it's just like you come in, having gone for a battle with your friends, and then you guys come back, and now it's like more of a reunion or something. So it was going to be really nice, and the professionals that came in, it was really going to be good to see how we go about with them throughout the season. Obviously the competition was there, and this is what I was more excited about, like competing with players that have played higher levels than me. So I was going to challenge myself every day and see. But still, it's not yet over. I cannot say what's going to happen, because I've always planned for this, always been prepared and ready for this. But see what fate brought me, you know. It just looked like it was not meant to be, and we accept it that way. So this is the same thing to all the players out there. I'm telling you this. Do not lose hope, because you may think at one point this is your 100% chance, but on the other hand, just before you know, bam, something just comes in, non-football related issue, and before you know, you've lost the chance. Or when you've lost hope totally, this is when something comes in. Because I'm telling you, these other guys that were brought in, I'm sure the deadline was on 3rd, okay, so the deadline was on date 5. But these other 2 guys who came, they failed medical, so they had to call them back, because for sure everybody there was good, but the spots were limited, you know. So you can see. So at one point they thought they were out, and because they had been with us for trial for almost 4 weeks, and then on top of that, they also they hadn't been going to other teams for trials. Maybe they did, but I do not know. So this was like, they probably lost hope in a way, or they thought, okay, it's not going to happen for them this season. But then before they know, they were called back and they had to register. So that's just the beauty of the game. And again, all these ups and downs, they make the journey more interesting to me. Like, I feel like one day when I will look back, and I'll be like, all the opportunities that did not fall in place, and better things came in. Because first of all, when I failed to play in Malaysia because of the FA not allowing foreigners, that was not football related to me. It did not concern me. Now coming here, failing medical, very, very normal things in football, and we just accept them that way. So yeah, this is just it, man. So I just want to tell you guys out there, just keep strong, keep fighting, not even thinking of giving up or whatever, because what's the plan B? What's the plan B if I give up? There's no plan B. It's plan A, plan A, plan A. Plan B is still football. Plan C is football. Up to Z. Because I still have to make it. As long as my two legs are there, I'm still like mentally alright. And yeah, because I know one day when that one door opens, it's going to be like the breakthrough. So I'm just still positive about it, and we see the transfer again here opens in January. So if anybody wants to come in January, you can come in December, because December, that's when clubs will be holding trials. And still, however, I still have a chance to go to Europe. If I go to Europe, I can sign, because if the sickness is not something that they take is as serious, I can still sign, because I'm a free agent, and free agents can sign outside the transfer window. So something I'm going to discuss with my agent, the people in my circle, and then we see how it goes. But yeah, that's just been the development, and it's been a roller coaster of a ride, man. Ups and down, ups and down, and here we are today. So nothing to do. So guys, I hope you guys got all the information. A lot of guys have been asking me, and yes, the team I've been trying. The team is called Al Hilal United. So yeah, this just been it. So you guys, you can see now. So let's keep watching and stay tuned and see how far we can go with this journey. I mean, if I did not document this journey, I do not know what I would look back in a few years and be like, oh, this is what I went through. But now, one day, if I'm too old to tell a story, somebody can go through my YouTube channel and see like all the things that I went through. Probably someone can use it to motivate themselves, or to, I don't know, whatever information someone wants to use it to do, it's all on them. But yeah, that's just been it, guys. So until next time, goodbye.